Om. 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 Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Hari Om, a very blissful Friday morning to every one of you. Welcome to this beautiful, gorgeous, most auspicious temple which is within our own selves. My loving pranams at the divine lotus feet of my Guru, Papa Swami Ramdas of Anandashram, Kanjangad, Kerala, and my beloved parents. We are going through 30 shlokas of Upadesha Sara composed by BHAGAVAN RAMANA MAHARSHI, who lived physically in Tiruvannamalai, Tamil Nadu. First of all, we will offer our prostrations and salutations to Bhagavan and then start today's session. Neelaravinda Sukrita Sadrisham Prasade Tulyam Tatha Mahasi Tohya Jabanthavena Brahmyam Stitau Tu Pitaram Vatamulavasam Samsmarayantam Achalam Tamanusmaramaha. The essence of all the Upanishads, the essence of Srimad Bhagavad Gita is given in only 30 shlokas by Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi for the sake of all of us. So, as sadhakas, we are supposed to understand. It's not the question of by-hearting these shlokas. By-hearting is one thing, but understanding the meaning of these to the extent possible. Try to understand the meaning of these and implement it in our lives. This is what is expected from all of us. Bhagavan is expecting all these from us. That is why he has given us an opportunity to study this. Out of the 30 shlokas, the first 6 shlokas are kept aside for Karma Yoga. 7, 8, 9 for Upasana Yoga. 10, you can say it's a neutral one. 11 and 12 for Ashtanga Yoga. 13, 14, 15, Introduction to Jnana Yoga. 16th onwards, explanation of Jnana Yoga. 15 shlokas are there for the explanation of Jnana Yoga. In a temple, we observe that there are more than one main door. In Tiruvannamalai, Arunachaleshwara temple has got 4 big, huge dwaras. North, south, east, west. So 4 dwaras, 4 doors are there, 4 gates are there for one temple. We go inside through any of these doors. Then, to see him in the form of that linga, there is only one door. Any temple may have more than one doors, main doors, but definitely temple does not have more than one door for the Garbhagudi. For the Sanctum Sanctorum, there is only one. All of us, I'm sure that all of us have observed this. Only one door. That too, In most of the places, if you observe that to old ancient temples, it is very small. The door height is very short. And you may have to, of course, all the people are not allowed inside. Only people who follow some particular rules only are allowed. You'll have to bend down. And it may be very dark there. Especially in summer, it's going to be very difficult for the archakas, the pandits or the pujaris over there to stand inside and perform the puja. It will be very hot. That means it is not easy. Many times I used to wonder earlier, why can't they provide some big lights, tube lights or bright lights, so that we can easily see the idol or statue or whatever it is, linga. But then, according to our Shastras, it is easy to enter the temple, but it is not easy to see God. You have to struggle a lot to have this Sakshatkara. You have to struggle a lot. That is being shown over there. It is not easy. You have to stand in a line. You have to stand in a long line. You have to struggle to see. So, in the same way, Karma Yoga, Upasana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, all these are different doors for the main temple, like different doors of the main temple. You have to enter through any of these doors. But then, if we want to have this Sakshatkara, we can call it as God Sakshatkara, Atma Sakshatkara, whatever name we give, Moksha, whatever we give. We need to go through this Jnana Marga. Jnana Yoga is 100% necessary. So we have to have this kind of knowledge. The aim of Jnana Yoga is to remove the problematic mind. Mind is a problem for us. Manayeva manushyanam karanam moksha bandhayo. Only our mind, our manas is responsible for all the attachments as well as moksha. It is up to our mind. Because of this problematic mind, we are facing so many hurdles in life, so many difficulties, sukha, dukkha, everything is just because of this mind. So the aim of Jnana Marga, Jnana Yoga is to remove this problematic mind. Once the problematic mind is removed, then it is bliss always. So whichever path we take up initially, all these are necessary. Karma Yoga, Upasana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, to a certain extent, all these are necessary. But then that knowledge is 100% necessary. That is why 15 shlokas are reserved for Jnana Yoga, explanation of Jnana Yoga by Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. Karma Yoga we have seen. Performing every activity as an offering to him and receive the result as his prasada. By doing every activity in this way, our mind becomes purified. Like how you have preparatory systems. Even for an exam, public exam, children write preparatory exams. Similarly, we have to prepare ourselves for this Jnana Yoga. So Karma Yoga is 100% necessary to purify our mind. Even if there is 0.00001% of impurity, that knowledge you cannot get that knowledge. Knowledge cannot dawn on us. Forget about moksha then. Then, by performing Upasana Yoga. What is Upasana Yoga? We have already seen. Maharshi has already explained about it. Puja, Japa, Chintana. What is Puja? What is Japa? What is Chintana? How to do Dhyana? What should be the content of the Dhyana? What should be the quality of the Dhyana? Is beautifully explained by Maharshi in 7, 8, 9 Shloka numbers. In the 10th Shloka, he said that Hristale Mana. Mana should be there, rather in the heart itself, that is the core of our personality. Heart does not mean the organ heart, not that beating heart. The core of our personality or the center of our personality. This is the aim of Karma, Upasana, Ashtanga and Jnana Yoga. So he said in the 10th Shloka. In the 11th and 12th Shloka, he talked about Pranayama. All of us definitely can try, however old we are, however sick we are. We should not get afraid by the name Pranayama. Oh, it's something big one. We are breathing. Always we are breathing until we leave this body. So anyway, it is going on. Now we should give little attention to it and take deep breaths. That's all the difference is. Deep breathing and trying to hold it for some time if possible. And then releasing it once again. Long breathing out. That's all. We need not worry about it. And many people are worried that we have become old. We are not able to do any asanas. It is not the question of bending the body. It is a question of bending the mind. To bend this mind or to bring this mind under our control, easier method is pranayama. So in the 11th shloka he says, Vayurodhanat liyate manaha jalapakshiva drodha sadhanam. Rodha is regulating or controlling. It is possible with the help of pranayama, it is possible to control the mind. But the problem is, it is like a bird which is caught in the net. Without the net, the bird can fly wherever it wants, whenever it wants. Same thing is happening to us. Our mind keeps wandering from here to there. Whenever the mind wants, wherever the mind wants, it keeps on wandering. When there is a net, a bird cannot fly. It understands that I cannot fly, so it simply sits quiet. In the same way, when we do pranayama or deep breathing, mind is brought under control to a certain extent. But this also is only temporary. The moment we stop pranayama, immediately the mind wanders. It starts its job once again. But at least, even if we do pranayama for 5 minutes, for those 5 minutes, probably the mind is become slightly quiet. At least a little bit. So as we keep practicing, whenever time permits, we can do this. So we can try in a day at least 3-4 times we can try this. Even if for 2 minutes if you are able to do this pranayama, well and good. So in the next shloka he says, Chittavayavas chitkriyayuta shakayordvayi shakti mulaka. Now he explains how it is possible to control mind by controlling prana. They both are branches of the same tree, whose root or base is Shakti or Prakriti or Maya. The trunk of the tree is Panchamahabhutas, which all these have come from Maya. From this trunk, of Panchamahabhutas, there are two branches emerging. One branch is prana, another branch is mind, manas. Prana branch is slightly gross. Controlling prana is easier as compared to controlling of mind. Since it is gross, we are able to control it. By controlling this, we are controlling a subtle mind. Like as I said, if you are plucking a flower, if you have to pluck a flower and you see that branch I cannot reach, then you see whichever is the nearest branch which is connected to that. So that when I bend the other branch, this branch which has got flower also comes down. The same concept here. If you are able to control prana, mind which is connected to prana can be controlled easily. Once again, we must remember this is only temporary. Let us see what it says in the 13th shloka. Laya vinashane ubhaya rodhane laya gatam punar bhavati nomritam. In this mind, controlling of the mind, there are two ways. One is laya, another is vinasha. Laya means resolving or dissolution, whereas vinasha means complete destruction. Laya, you can say suspension also. Another word which is used here for laya is visarjana. Let us see the difference between these two. Laya is suppressing. It comes back. For example, we are talking about laya and vinasha of mind or manas. When we are sleeping, when we are in deep sleep, is our mind active? Mind is not working. Our indriyas, jnanendriyas are not working. If I am in deep sleep, then assume that some children are playing around me making noise. But I don't come to know about it because ears are not working at that moment. When these jnanendriyas are not working, mind is also not working. So even if you sleep for 10 minutes, if we have deep sleep, that all of us observe, when we get up, we are fresh again. Just 10 minutes deep sleep is sufficient. We become fresh. Those 10 minutes that I had deep sleep, mind was laya. This is called as laya. What happened? It is existing but as dormant. Supta. It is not working but it is existing. What happens when I get up? It comes back. Once again, with all our problems in the early morning, we get up. When we are sleeping, we are not worried about our kitchen work. The moment we get up, mind is again back here. With the mind, the world is also back with us. Then we start thinking, oh, what to do? What should I prepare for breakfast, lunch? So much of work is there, isn't it? In the deep sleep, mind was laya. We call this as dissolution or mind is resolved. It is dormant. Whereas if it is vinasha, mind is totally destroyed. We will see what exactly destruction means. Does it mean that I don't have mind at all then? It is not so. It is a different approach. We will see that in the next shloka. This laya we can achieve through various ways. One is sleep. Another one Sattvika approach is pranayama. As we keep doing pranayama, mind becomes quiet, very, very silent. Mind does not wander here and there. It is under laya. The moment we stop pranayama, it is coming back. Just like Jala Pakshi, the bird which is caught in the net. There are some more ways. Like tamasika ways are also there. Taking alcohol, drinks, taking drugs, ganja. What happens? Same here, laya of mind. That is why people get addicted to it. Once we start drinking alcohol, consuming alcohol, what is happening? Mind becomes quiet or light. All the problems disappear. Not that the problems are not there. They are not appearing in our mind. That's all. For that moment, then it comes back. Once the power of that drink is gone from the body, mind is back. All the problems are back with us. Similarly, drugs, ganja. So many people say that in Himalayas, there are so many so-called yogis who use this ganja. One is to keep up that heat probably. It is too cold over there. To keep up the temperature of the body. The other one is same reason. But this is tamasic approach. Not a good approach because we get addicted to it. People who do meditation, they also get addicted to it. For those few minutes, mind has become quiet and total rest. It is better than even sleep. So this laya means mind is dormant. It can be achieved through various ways, but which is a sattvika way that we have to check, and only those we are supposed to follow. The tamasic approaches are not at all advised in our shastras. Because with the drinks or any of these drugs, etc., you get addicted, then you will be spoiling physical health as well as mental health. And of course, money. Lot of money is also lost in this. So this kind of tamasic approaches are not at all advised in our shastras. Now here he says, laya vinashane ubhaya rodhane. These are the two ways of controlling the mind. Laya gatam punarbhavati. What is laya? That comes back again. As I said, another name is Visarjana. We use the word for Ganesha Visarjana. Any idols that we worship and then we put it in, immerse it in water, we call this as Visarjana. What do you mean by this? We are not doing Nasha of Ganesha there. We are doing Laya or Visarjana of Ganesha. Which means he is going to come back again in the similar form of idols. Next year, next Ganesha Chauthi, Vinayak Chauthi is going to come back. It is not the end of it. Similarly, we use the word Laya for our Jagat Pralaya. Highest level of Laya is called as Pralaya. That's all. Once again, it is not Nasha of the world. Why? It comes back again. What comes back again is, which means it is only disappeared. At this moment, it is not appearing. Adrishya. Not that it is not there. It is there in some other form. One fine day, it is going to come back. That is why it is called as pralaya, not as vinasha. We may use the word, oh, Jagat Vinasha is going to take place. No, it is not the right word. Pralaya only is the right word. Vinasha means it will not come back. That is what he says. Layagatam punarbhavati. What has become laya, that will come back again. No mritam. Naha mritam. What is dead, what is totally distracted, destroyed, that will not come back. Let us see in the next shloka what he says. Pranabandhanat linamanasam ekachintanat nashametyada. Pranabandhanat linamanasam. As we keep practicing this pranayama, prana bandha, regulating the prana or breath, manas becomes resolved. As we keep practicing this, then eka chintanat nashamityadaha. Eka chintana, only one chintana, that is about soul or atma or paramatma. What is there? Only one. Other things, everything is, so many are there. Only one is atma. So as we keep thinking about it, only about this, then nashametyadaha, manas gets destroyed. Total nasha of manas. Again we get doubt here. If mind is not there, how does a person live? What exactly is a mind? It is a bundle of thoughts. Mind is nothing but thoughts. Like we make fruit salad. Cut many variety of fruits and we call this as fruit salad. Fruit salad is another name and form for the fruit pieces put together. In the same way, variety of thoughts, different thoughts, put together as a bunch or a bundle is called as manas. Now, in this manas, there are two different types. One is objective mind, the second is subjective mind. We will see the difference between these two. Objective mind is taking the things as they are. Subjective mind is taking the things with prejudice. For example, if I am going to meet one person whom I don't know at all, for the first time I am meeting that person. So just before meeting that person, I happen to meet another friend of mine. And I told my friend that I am going to meet Mr. So-and-so. So my friend immediately raised the eyebrows. That person are you meeting, Jyoti? Yes, I am going to meet him now. Oh, be careful. Why? No, according to me, he is not a good person. He has cheated so many people, so you be careful, be alert. So that sentence sits in my mind over here and I go with this prejudice to meet this Mr. So-and-so. So in the conversation, every sentence that person utters, I accept it with this background. He is cheated. Oh, I may not be telling loudly, but in my mind it runs. Oh, this is correct. What she said is right. Oh, this is how he's talking. If at all I had not met this friend, then Mr. So-and-so's words would not have that kind of effect on me. Isn't it? This happens to most of us. This is subjective mind. In Sanskrita, Vyaktinishtha. Vyaktinishtha manas. Subjective mind. I'll give one or two more examples. Assume that I am a teacher, school teacher, and I have been called for paper valuation of 12th standard. So I am given a bundle of paper for correction. As I come to a paper, I realize that this is my son's paper. Then, how do I evaluate this paper? Even if there are some mistakes, I ignore that and give full marks because it's my son's paper. Definitely, as a mother, I want my son to score well. So even if mistakes are there, I ignore that and give him full marks. This is subjective mind. Because I am attached to my son, I have expectation from my son, I myself give more marks. My job, that is as a teacher, I am not doing it properly. Right now, my mother's position has taken over the teacher's position. This is a subjective mind working. If it is only objective mind, whosever paper it is, I understand, I realize that I am not working here as a mother, I am working as a teacher. It is my duty to give less marks if there are any mistakes, whosever it is. This is objective mind. One more example I'll give you. Assume that I've gone to a new rented house. I stay there for a few months. Happily, I stay there for a few months. Then one fine day, I meet a friend of mine who asks, "Oh, you have come to this place. When did you get transferred to this place?" So in the conversation, my friend says, "Where are you staying?" So I give the address of my house. And then she says, "Oh, that house? Very nice house. Yo, why did you take that house, Jyoti, for rent? Should have taken some other house." Why? 1 year back, a person committed suicide there. You know the front bedroom is there, no? Yes. Oh, that person hanged himself to the fan and committed suicide. Oh, is it so? So that starts working in the mind. Come back home with the fear now. The same house I lived for 6 months happily without any fear. Now I got to know this news. So that night, in case there is any small sound, minor sound, immediately, this must be some bhuta only. Isn't it? Subjective mind is working here. Most of our problems are because of the subjective mind. For the Mahatmas, this subjective mind is destroyed. They do not have any kind of attachments. Only objective mind. As it is, they receive every person, every object, every situation as it is. Then the decision that they take will be definitely right and perfect. We take decisions based on our subjective mind. That is why most of the times the decisions that we take are wrong. Or some or the other problems will be created. So he is talking about the destruction of this subjective mind here. Pranabandhanat leena manasam ekachintanat nashametyadaha. So this kind of subjective mind will be destroyed when we keep thinking, who am I? Where did I come from? Where am I going? Why did I come here? What am I doing? These are the 5 questions that we have to question ourselves by observing our own antaranga. What is happening here? So with that Atma Vichara, this is only Ekachintana, self-enquiry. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi has given highest importance to self-enquiry. Whoever went to him with some doubts, they would ask various questions. Finally, he would say, find out who you are. Then some of the devotees would say before itself, Bhagavan, don't give that answer. Don't give that question as an answer. You give some other answer, please, because we are not able to do that self-enquiry. So he says, mind should be quiet. Mind should become quiet. For that, various ways are there. And here in Upadesha Sara, Bhagavan is talking about this kind of pranayama. So with the help of all these, quieten the mind which is problematic gets destroyed and becomes quiet and then ready for Jnana Marga or Atma Chintana or self-enquiry. Not easy. Definitely not easy. But all of us can definitely try. Only because we can try, Bhagavan has blessed us all with this interest to learn Upadesha Sara. Otherwise, we wouldn't have got an opportunity to learn this at all. Let us see the next one. Drishyavad Nashtamanasotkrishtha yogina Krityamasti kim swasthiti yata Nashtamanasa Utkrishta yoginaha. For a person, manas is destroyed. Understand this? Subjective mind is destroyed. We need this objective mind for the loka vyavahara. For the interaction with the world, we need this objective mind. He's talking about that kind of subjective mind is nashta, is destroyed. Utkrishta yoginaha. Such a yogi is the greatest yogi. Then, krityamasti kim swasthiti yataha. For such a person, there is absolutely no duty, no work at all. Krityam asti kim. Does he have to do any kritya, any karma, any kriya? No. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells Arjuna, Name parthasti kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinchana. Arjuna, in these 3 worlds, I don't have any duty. Kinchana, little also, no duty for me. Absolutely no duty. But I do it. Why? Because people will follow me, Arjuna. They will say, oh, Krishna is not doing, we'll also not do. Because we all have models, role models for us. For most of us, some movie heroes or heroines are the role models. If a particular saree is worn by a heroine in a particular movie, then immediately we also want to buy that. Because the heroine has worn. We follow. Yadyada charati shreshta tatta devetaro janam. Whatever these role models are following, we simply follow that. So Krishna says, only for the sake of people, sake of the world, I do some activities. Otherwise, I don't have any kartavya, absolutely no duty for me, Arjuna. Same thing. Here, Bhagavan in this form of Ramana Maharshi says that Krityamasti kim swasthiti yataha. Why doesn't have anything to do? Swasthitihi, swa, self. He has reached that stage. Once he has reached that stage, no duties at all. How good it is then. So at least for that sake, we must reach that level. No duties at all. Swasthitihi. He has reached that sthiti or that level. He is Atmanishtha. He is dwelling, reveling in his own self with the S capital. Self. Reveling in the self. So he doesn't have any other duties. Next shloka. Drishyavaritam chittamatmana chitvadarshanam tattvadarshanam. Drishyavaritam chittam atmanaha. Here a concept of drik drishya viveka. Maharshi has not explained about it in this. He has simply said Drishyavarita, and he explains the different stages in another composition of Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, Ulladu Narpadu, 40 shlokas, which is translated as Saddarshanam in Samskrita by Kavyakanta Ganapati Muni. 40 shlokas. In that he explains about the stages, the first stage actually. Drishyavaritam. Now, what exactly is the mind? What is world? What is Atma? We have to differentiate all these. What is world for us? Whatever thoughts about a particular part of the world is there in me, I know about it. Now assume that there is a particular country which I don't even know the name. I don't even know that such a country is existing. Then, in case any incident happens in that country, I am unaware of it. I do not know about it. It is as good as not existing for me. Even in the places that we know, for example, I am staying in Bangalore. Let us assume that in Chennai there is an incident taking place. If at all I watch that incident either through TV or some other social media or read about in paper, I get to know about that incident. If not, let us assume that none of the social media carry this information. Then it is as good as not happening for me. As far as I am concerned, that incident in Chennai has not happened because I am unaware of it. Isn't it? So similarly, the world is so big, huge. Are we aware of so many things happening in so many parts of the world? No. So it is as good as not existing or not happened at all. Even though the world is same, my world is different from your world. Some of us are staying in Bangalore here. Bangalore is same for all of us. But in the same place, my world is different from people who are staying in Bangalore, their world. My world is within my house, within my family members, and within my friends. And maybe some news items that I watch on TV, I have the information. That's all. I don't have any other information, or I don't know about something else which has happened in other parts of Bangalore itself. So it is as good as not existing. So this manas is bundle of thoughts. How do we get these thoughts? Through our jnanendriyas. We receive the world, perceive the world with the help of pancha jnanendriyas. Ear, eyes, nose, tongue and skin. Any of these organs is not working, we can still live. If all the 5 organs, 5 jnanendriyas are not working, as good as dead. Because we cannot perceive the world at all. Now here, drishyavaritam. Drishya is what is seen. So it is not only what is seen, what is perceived from the world. Only what is perceived by me is my world. What is perceived by you is your world. That is why my world is different from your world. Then, this is the first stage of bringing the world into a bundle of thoughts. Only a bunch of thoughts is my world. Even though the world is huge, for me, since I am able to perceive only a portion of it, only that bundle of thoughts is my mind. Imagine, it's a huge world, but right now that world has become small for me as my bundle of thoughts, only this much. That is my mind now. Now we move on to the next stage. So the rest of these 15 shlokas are explanation about this 16th shloka itself. Just one shloka, 16th shloka, which gives a proper introduction to Jnana Yoga, and then from 17th onwards, 14 shlokas are explanation about this Drishyavaritam, Chittam, Atmanaha, Chitva Darshanam, Tattva Darshanam. So to give you a gist of it, 3 different stages are there. The first one is bring that world into a bundle of thoughts. He calls this as idam vritti. In Saddarshanam or Ulladunarpadu, he calls this as idam vritti. Then the manas. Manas also is idam vritti. The next one is aham vritti. Aham is myself. As an individual, ahankara here is not as pride. In our Upanishads, ahankara is being used as individuality, not as arrogance or pride. Ahankara is there in every one of us, and it is needed To live in this world for interaction, loka vyavahara, this kind of ahankara is needed. Pride should not be there, arrogance should not be there, individuality should be there. And it is there. So he says, I thought. This ahankara is I thought. The next stage, the first stage is you are bringing that world into your manas. Now manas, how does this manas work? It works with the help of aham vritti or I thought. If I am not there, I thought is not there, you thought is not there, he thought is not there, she thought is not there, or the world also is not there. I thought is not there, ahankara is not there, then nothing else is there. That is, if aham vritti is not there, then idam vritti also is not there. This is the second stage of understanding. For example, if I have to go somewhere, first of all, I should do this, I should go here. That thought should be there, individuality should be there. Only then the other actions can be performed. If that I thought itself is not there, then what action can be performed? Even in the dark night, I know that I am there. Nobody need to tell me, Jyoti, you are there. I know I am there. The body may not be visible, but aren't we aware? Nobody needs to tell me that you are existing here. I know it. That knowing, that awareness, that is the self. So if self is not there, I thought also is not there. So this is the third stage or the final stage. If that self or awareness is not there, which we give the name as Atma, etc., if that is not there, then I thought is not there, aham vritti is not there. If aham vritti is not there, idam vritti also is not there. So we go reverse gear. Start from the world. Then, what is my world? Only a bunch of thoughts is my world. Rest of the things is as good as not there for me. Then, coming from this bundle of thoughts, how does it arise? This is the second stage. Because of this I thought, aham vritti. About idam vritti and aham vritti, Maharshi has not explained in Upadesha Sara. He takes it for granted that people know about it because of the other one. That is why that explanation I am bringing from Saddarshanam to this Upadesha Sara here, so that we get a clear picture of it. First of all, it is slightly tough, and without this picture it becomes tougher. So idam vritti does not exist without this aham vritti. Here aham is individuality. Then, how does this arise? I thought. How does this arise? Because of that awareness, which we call as self, with S capital, or Atma, whatever name that we want to give can be given. Whenever we are doing anything, for example, I am sitting. I know that I am sitting. Observe this sentence. I know that I am sitting. Who is sitting? I am sitting. Who is knowing? I know. See the difference here? I am sitting. Here that I am sitting, I is that body. Body is sitting here, that is I over there. I know that I am sitting. Who is this I? Can the body know? Body is only inert. But still I am saying I know. Who is this I? Try to shift the focus to this I. The I which knows. K-N-O-W-S knows. I am sitting or I am doing some action. I am washing vessel. I know that I am washing vessel. Just keep thinking about this. Next 1 week, whatever action we perform, I am drinking glass of water. Do I know or not that I am drinking? I know that I am drinking water. So the first question is, who is drinking water? I am drinking. That is, the body is drinking water. So that I is referring to the body. I know that I am drinking water. Who is this I? Which is this I? Can the body know? Body is only inert matter, insentient matter. Then who is this? The one who is knowing. So let us see how he elaborates in the next 14 shlokas, starting from 17 to 30, elaboration of this particular 16th shloka, or you can say elaboration of Jnana Yoga. So in the first 6 shlokas, he discussed about Karma Yoga. Next, he talked about Upasana Yoga. Then about Ashtanga Yoga. Please note that just destruction of the mind is not the end. Otherwise, Patanjali would have stopped at the 4th limb called Pranayama. There's something beyond that also according to Patanjali Yoga. So here just destruction of the mind is not the criteria. With the destruction of the mind, what are we supposed to do? Ekachintanat. Just to think about only one. About that, Atma. We are supposed to do that. So as we keep progressing, at least little by little we are progressing. It may sound very tough initially, but we have all studied Tattvabodha. So we have little bit of, if not a strong foundation, little bit of foundation is already laid by Adi Shankaracharya for all of us. So now we are supposed to take it forward with the help of Bhagavan Ramana MAHARSHI'S Upadesha Sara. So let us all pray to Arunachala Shiva and Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi to bless all of us so that we understand this and all of us reach that level which is expected from all of us. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala. Namo Ramanaya, Namo Ramanaya, Namo Ramanaya, Namo, Namo, नमो रमणाय नमो रमणाय नमो रमणाय नमो 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 रमणाय नमो रमणाय नमो रमणाय नमो 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 रमणाय नमो रमणाय नमो रमणाय नमो नमो ओम श्री राम जय राम 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 ओम असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ओम शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु।